Hey there, welcome to the Be Amplified podcast. I'm Amy Patee, the show host. Thanks for being here. And if you're new, this is a podcast all about leading with your energy. How do you activate, awaken, and energize your most natural, your most brilliant, radiant energy? And I would also call that your soul. How do you align with that? And how do you let that energy lead in your business? So, if those are things that you're interested in, subscribe, follow along. I often bring in a little bit of human design, a little bit of strategy, some energetics, and we talk about all of it to support you in really being a successful, conscious entrepreneur. So, thanks again for being here. And today's message is going to be short and practical. I want to give you something really practical that you can do today, right when this podcast is done, to assess your sales page or to assess your offer or to assess your ad that you're running on social media or the post that you're going to make on social media to promote your offer. So this really practical tip that I have for you is to take a look again at your sales page, your offer, your social media post, whatever it is that you are putting out into the world, whatever it is that you are utilizing to sell your offer. And you're going to take a look at it and you're just going to ask yourself, what problem am I solving? And is that clear right here on my sales page, on my offer page, on this Instagram post that I created specifically to promote my offer, to sell it? Take a look at it and ask yourself that question. What problem am I solving? And is it clear? If you're looking on your computer and you're looking at your website, you want to look at whatever is being communicated above the line. And what does that mean? That means when you load the page, you want to really consider the copy, what you've written, what is being shown right there on your laptop without scrolling down. So whatever shows up basically within your window, your computer window, it's what people see when they land on the page. Don't worry so much about everything else below that. Of course, that is important information as well, but we really want to focus on the information that is being shown above the fold, above the line, the information that people see immediately when they land on that sales page. And when you read that, when you look at that, if you were landing on that, would you get an instant hit of like, yeah, this person has the solution that I need. They're solving my problem. They have the solution and I'm in the right place and I want to buy. Again, assess your sales page, your offer page, assess the Instagram post that you're about to put out to promote whatever you have to promote, and just run it through this really simple audit. What problem am I solving? Is it clear? And then work with it, because likely what you're going to discover is it's not clear. It's very common to write up a sales page or to create a post or to create some kind of promotional asset to put what you have out into the world, but it's lacking clarity. It's a little vague. You're using beautiful language. Maybe you've even used ChatGPT to help you, but when you actually lean back and create a little distance from it and look at it with fresh eyes, look at it with outsider eyes if possible, you will likely see that it's not clear. It's not clear what the problem is that you are solving. That creates a hang-up. That slows down your potential client, your potential customer, and may either result in them leaving the page entirely or spending a lot of time having to sort through the rest of the page and kind of hem and haw about whether or not this is really right for them. People are tired. The online space is noisy. People are overwhelmed. Offers are everywhere. And if they're seeking what you have, likely they're getting a lot of advertisements in their feeds if they're online, selling them exactly what you have, something similar to what you have. So you need to bring clarity to them right away when you are trying to advertise online. When you're in person, there is something about the personal connection, about the conversation, where you don't always have to have that one sentence down because you have more space to communicate what it is that you do and what you have to offer someone. But online, it's a whole different beast that we're working with. And what I'm suggesting you to do today is very fifth line in the world of human design. So in human design, there are 6 lines, and these lines in a way are like different archetypal personas that we can tap into and embody. And each line has these different qualities to it. So the 5th line is the leader that can speak to strangers, that can speak to the masses. And it really delivers a practical solution to universal problems. The 5 line is also a transpersonal line in the sense that it really is about connecting to people and communicating with people, being the leader out there with the people. If you have your human design chart, I recommend just pulling it for a moment and taking a peek on the right-hand side and the left-hand side and just see how many 5s you have in your chart. So you're looking for the number 5 behind the decimal point along the right side and the left side. You'll see there's like these stacks of numbers with little planetary symbols next to them. And don't worry about the planets at this point or anything like that. Just scroll down through the right side, scroll down through the left side, and see how many 5s you have. Because all of us probably have at least one, and likely more than that in our chart. This is where we hold that leadership energy. This is where we can offer practical solutions for universal problems to the masses, to strangers, people that we don't even know. Understanding this 5th line energy and even just thinking a little bit like a 5th line person and bringing it into your marketing, bringing it into your sales page, bringing it into those social media posts where you do, in fact, want to sell something can be so useful. If you don't know your human design, there's always a link in the show notes to download your free chart, and you can start with that. I've got this great Genius Bloom mini report that you can download, and it gives you a really great introduction to human design and specifically how you can start using your unique design. It's tailored to you in your business. So go check that out, go download that to start. And then second, if you are curious about the lines, you're curious about your human design, you want to explore it more in relation to your business, I invite you to check out my upcoming Human Design and Business Immersion. The next one starts in September, and it's just a 1-month immersion. It will be powerful, and it will begin to truly transform you and your business so that you can feel sustained. You can start to find the pathway to the income flow that you desire, and you can feel more confident owning your gifts and sharing them with the world in big ways. So please check that out if you are interested. So remember, assess things, assess what you're putting out there, assess how you're selling things, and ask yourself the question, is this clearly saying what problem I'm solving? Ask yourself that question when you look at your sales page. Ask yourself that question with whatever you are putting out there in an attempt to sell your offer, your service, your product, whatever it is. And let yourself start tweaking until you get a really, really clear message that people will understand in an instant, whether or not they need what you offer. All right, my friends, thanks for listening today, and I'll catch you on the next episode.